I am his nurse, but I know his wife's secret. My name is Kate. I take care of him every day. His wife visits with flowers. She smiles at him. She holds his hand. But I know where she goes at night. I know the truth. And the truth is heavy. I want to tell you my story. It is a story about duty. It is a story about lies. It is a story about a hard choice. I am a nurse. I have been a nurse for 10 years. I like my job. I like to help people. I like to make them feel safe. But sometimes my job is not easy. Sometimes medicine is not enough. Sometimes the pain is not in the body. It is in the heart. I work in a big house. It is a very beautiful house. It has a large garden. There are tall trees and green grass. The house is quiet. It is too quiet. I work for a man named Mr. Arthur. He is 70 years old. He is a kind man. He has a gentle face. He has white hair and blue eyes, but his eyes are often sad. Mr. Arthur cannot walk well. He had a stroke last year. His legs are weak. His left hand is weak. He needs help with everything. He needs help to eat. He needs help to dress. He needs help to move from his bed to his chair. That is why I am here. I am his private nurse. I live in the city, but I come to his house every morning. I stay until the evening. Mr. Arthur is rich. He worked hard all his life. He had a big company. He made a lot of money, but money cannot buy health. Money cannot buy true love. I learned this lesson in his house. Let me tell you about his wife. Her name is Alina. She is much younger than Mr. Arthur. She is 40 years old. She is very beautiful. She has long black hair. She wears expensive clothes. She wears gold jewelry. She smells like expensive perfume. When I first started this job, I liked Alina. I thought she was a good wife. She hired me. She said, "Please take care of my husband. I love him very much. I want him to be happy." She smiled at me. Her teeth were perfect. Her smile was bright. I believed her. I wanted to believe her. Every morning I arrive at the house at 8 o'clock. I say good morning to the cook. I say good morning to the cleaner. Then I go to Mr. Arthur's room. "Good morning, Arthur," I say. I call him Arthur because he asked me to. He does not like Mr. Arthur. He says it makes him feel old. "Good morning, Kate," he says. His voice is slow. He speaks slowly because of the stroke, but his mind is clear. He is a smart man. I open the curtains. The sun comes in. I help him sit up. I wash his face with a warm cloth. I shave his face. He likes to look clean. "Thank you, Kate," he says. He is always polite. We have a routine. Routine is good for him. We eat breakfast. He likes oatmeal and tea. I feed him slowly. We talk about the news. We talk about the weather. "It is a sunny day," I say. "The birds are singing." "Yes," he says. I remember when I could run in the garden. I love to run. "You can sit in the garden today," I tell him. "I will take you in the wheelchair." He smiles. That sounds nice. At 10 o'clock, Alina comes in. This is her routine, too. She comes into the room. She always brings flowers. Usually, they are roses. Red roses. "Good morning, my love," she says to Arthur. She kisses his forehead. She puts the flowers in a vase. Arthur's face changes when he sees her. He looks happy. He loves her very much. You can see it in his eyes. He looks at her like she is an angel. "Hello, Alina," he says. "You look beautiful today." "Thank you, darling," she says. She sits on the edge of the bed. She holds his good hand. They talk for a few minutes. She tells him about the house. She tells him about her friends, but she does not stay long. She never stays long. "I have to go, Arthur," she says after 20 minutes. "I have a meeting with the accountant." Or she says, "I have to go to the gym." She says, my mother needs me today. Arthur nods. He never complains. Okay, Alina, have a good day. Thank you for the flowers. She kisses him again. Then she looks at me. Her eyes change. When she looks at Arthur, she looks soft. When she looks at me, she looks cold. Take care of him, Kate, she says. It sounds like an order. I will, Mrs. Alina, I say. Then she leaves. The room feels empty without her perfume. Arthur looks at the door. He looks sad again. She is very busy, he says to me. He is making an excuse for her. She has a lot to do. Taking care of this big house is hard work. Yes, Arthur, I say it is a big job. I do not want to make him sad. So, I agree with him. But I started to notice things. I am a nurse. Nurses notice small details. We look at skin color. We listen to breathing. We watch how hands move. I watch people. It is my habit. I noticed that Alina was always on her phone. When she was in the room with Arthur, her phone would buzz. She would look at it quickly. She would smile a small secret smile. Then she would hide the phone in her pocket. I noticed that she dressed very nicely to go to the gym. She wore silk blouses. She wore high heels. Who wears high heels to the gym? I noticed that she seemed happy when she left the house. She walked fast. She did not look back. One day, Arthur was sleeping. It was the afternoon. I went to the kitchen to get some water. I heard Alina talking. She was in the hallway. She thought she was alone. She was speaking into her phone. Her voice was low. It was soft. It was the voice of a woman in love. I know, she whispered. I miss you, too. I will be there soon. He is sleeping. The nurse is watching him. Yes. Meet me at the usual place. I can't wait. I stopped. My heart beat fast. He is sleeping. She was talking about Arthur, the nurse. She was talking about me. Who was she talking to? It was not her mother. It was not the accountant. She laughed. It was a happy, excited laugh. Okay, bye. She turned around and saw me. She stopped. Her face went pale. She looked scared for 1 second. Then her face became hard. Kate, she said, how long have you been there? I just came for water, Mrs. Alina, I said. I tried to keep my voice steady. I did not hear anything. I lied. I wanted to protect my job. I wanted to avoid a fight. She looked at me closely. She was checking if I was lying. Good, she said. Arranged by needs his rest. Do not leave him alone for too long. Yes, Mrs. Alina, I said. She grabbed her bag and left the house. I watched her go. I felt sick in my stomach. I went back to Arthur's room. He was still sleeping. He looked so peaceful. He did not know. I sat in the chair next to his bed. I looked at his hands. They were old hands. Hands that worked. Hands that built a life. Now he was sick. He needed love. He needed truth. And his wife was lying to him. I felt angry. I wanted to tell him, but I was scared if I tell him what will happen. Maybe he will get sick. The stress is bad for his heart. The doctor told me no stress for Arthur. He needs calm. If I tell him, maybe he will not believe me. Alina is his wife. He loves her. I am just the nurse. She can fire me. Then who will take care of him? I take good care of him. A new nurse might not care about him. So I stayed silent. I kept the secret. Days passed. Weeks passed. The secret felt heavy. It was like carrying a big stone in my pocket. Every time Alina visited, I felt angry. She brought flowers. She smiled. She lied. I am going to charity lunch today. She said one Tuesday. You are so good, Alina. Arthur said, you always help others. I looked at the floor. I bit my tongue. I knew she was not going to a charity lunch. One evening, my car broke down. It was a rainy night. I finished work at 6 o'clock. I tried to start my car, but it made a bad noise. It would not start. I called a mechanic. He said he could not come until the morning. I called a taxi to go home. The taxi driver was a nice man. He drove through the city. The rain was falling hard on the windows. We stopped at a red light. I looked out the window. We were in front of a fancy restaurant. It was a very romantic place. It had candles on the tables. I saw a car parked in front. It was a white convertible. I knew that car. It was Alina's car. It was very distinct. I looked at the restaurant window. I saw them. I saw Alina. She was wearing a red dress. She looked stunning. She was laughing. She was holding a glass of wine. Across from her was a man. He was young, maybe 30 years old. He was handsome. He had dark hair. He was holding her hand. Alina leaned forward. The man leaned forward. They kissed. It was not a friendly kiss. It was a passionate kiss. The light turned green. The taxi moved. The image disappeared. But I saw it clearly. I could not forget it. I sat in the taxi. I felt cold. Now I had proof. It was not just a phone call. It was real. She had a boyfriend. She was cheating on Arthur. I went home to my small apartment. I could not eat dinner. I sat on my sofa. I thought about Arthur. He was at home. He was probably in his bed. He was probably thinking about his beautiful wife. He thought she was at a charity meeting or with her friends. He trusted her. I felt tears in my eyes. It was not fair. It is never fair. Why do bad things happen to good people? I did not sleep well that night. I had bad dreams. In my dream, Arthur was crying. He was asking me for help. But I had no voice. I could not speak. The next morning, I went to work. I felt tired. My eyes were red. I walked into the house. The house felt different today. It felt full of lies. I went to Arthur's room. "Good morning, Arthur," I said. He was awake. He was looking out the window. "Good morning, Kate," he said. He did not look at me. He kept looking at the garden. "You look tired today." I did not sleep well. I said, "I am sorry." "Do not be sorry," he said. "We all have bad nights." I had a bad night, too. I walked over to him. I checked his blood pressure. It was a little high. "Are you feeling okay, Arthur?" I asked. "Does your head hurt?" "My heart hurts," he said softly. I froze. I stopped moving. "Your heart. Do you have chest pain? Should I call the doctor?" He turned to look at me. His blue eyes were very sad. "No, Kate. Not that kind of pain. My heart hurts because of life." He sighed. He looked very old in that moment. "Kate," he said, "you are a good person. You are honest. I like that about you." "Thank you, Arthur," I said. My hands were shaking. I was cleaning his table. "Can I ask you a question?" he asked. "Of course," I said. "Do you think Alina is happy?" he asked. The question hit me hard. I did not expect it. I looked at him. He was waiting for my answer. I think she seems happy," I said. "She smiles a lot." Arthur laughed. But it was a dry, sad laugh. "Yes, she smiles. She smiles when she brings me flowers. She smiles when she says goodbye." He looked at his hands. "She is young, Kate. She is full of life. I am old. I am sick. I am in this bed all day. That does not mean she should not love you," I said firmly. "You are her husband." "Husband," he repeated. "Yes, but sometimes a title is not enough." He looked at me with intense eyes. "Kate, where does she go?" My heart stopped. He was asking me. He wanted to know. He suspected something. I don't know, Arthur." I said, "She says she goes to the gym or to her mother's house." Arthur shook his head. "No, you know I see it in your face. You are a terrible liar, Kate." That is a good thing. He reached out and took my hand. His hand was warm. His grip was weak, but I felt his emotion. Please, he said, I am an old man. I do not have much time left. I do not want to be a fool. Everyone treats me like a child. They think, poor Arthur. He is sick. He does not understand. But I understand. I feel the distance. I feel the coldness. He squeezed my hand. Tell me, Kate, what do you know? I looked at him. I saw his pain. I saw his dignity. He deserved the truth. He was a man, not a child. He was strong enough to build a company. He was strong enough to face this. I took a deep breath. Arthur, I said, last night I saw her. He did not move. He just watched me. I saw her at the city center, I said. She was at a restaurant. Was she alone? He asked. His voice was a whisper. No, I said. She was with a man. Arthur closed his eyes. He let go of my hand. He leaned his head back on the pillow. He did not cry. He just looked very, very tired. I see, he said. The room was silent. The only sound was the clock ticking on the wall. Tick-tock, tick-tock. I am sorry, Arthur. I said, I am so sorry to tell you this. He opened his eyes. No, Kate, do not be sorry. Thank you. Thank you for respecting me enough to tell me the truth. He looked out the window again. I knew it in my heart. I knew it, but I did not want to believe it. Hope is a strange thing. It makes us blind. What will you do? I asked. I was worried about him. I don't know, he said. I need to think. Just then, we heard a car in the driveway. It was 10 a.m. Alina was here. Arthur's body went stiff. She is here, he said. Do you want me to send her away? I asked. I can say you are sleeping. I can say the doctor is with you. No, Arthur said. His voice became stronger. No, let her come in. I am done with hiding. The door opened. Alina walked in. She was wearing a bright yellow dress today. She held a big bouquet of yellow tulips. Good morning, she sang. She looked happy. She looked innocent. Good morning, Alina, Arthur said. His voice was flat. She walked to the bed. She leaned down to kiss him. Arthur turned his face away. Her kiss landed on his cheek, but he did not move. Alina pulled back. She looked confused. Arthur, what is wrong? Arthur looked at her. He looked at her directly in the eyes. The tulips are beautiful, he said. Did you buy them on your way from the gym? Yes, she said. From the shop on the corner. Or did you buy them after your dinner last night? Arthur asked. The room went cold. Alina froze. She still held the flowers. Her smile dropped. What do you mean? She asked. Her voice was higher now. I had dinner with my mother last night. Stop, Arthur said. He raised his weak hand. Stop lying, Alina. Please have some respect for me. Have some respect for yourself. Alina looked at Arthur. Then she looked at me. Her eyes were full of anger. What did you tell him? She hissed at me. You little spy. Do not speak to her like that. Arthur shouted. It was the loudest I had ever heard him speak. He coughed. His face turned red. I ran to him. Arthur, calm down. Breathe. I rubbed his back. I gave him water. Alina stood there. She looked trapped. She dropped the flowers on the floor. Arthur, listen to me. She started. No, Arthur said. He pushed the water away. I do not want to listen to your stories anymore. I gave you everything, Alina. I gave you my home. I gave you my money. I gave you my heart. And you gave me lies. I am lonely, Arthur, she cried. You are sick. You are always in bed. I need a life, too. I know, Arthur said softly. I know it is hard to be with a sick man. I never wanted to be a burden. If you wanted to leave, you could leave. You could ask for a divorce. I would give it to you. I want you to be happy, but you chose to cheat. You chose to lie. You wanted my money, but you did not want to be my wife. Alina did not speak. She knew it was true. Lee, Arthur said,